He's out on men's 3. Currently leads the way. If he tops this, my oh my. Already in the lead.
Yes, it is. Deserved the lead as well. He's a strong guy. Probably the lightest climber. Oh, one of the lightest climbers in the World Cup.
Worth bearing in mind, if he flashes this boulder, this is his first attempt.
Yes, it is.
If he flashes this boulder, he wins the competition. Because he would win
Yes.
and count back to the semi-finals, even if someone...
No, if he won't make the bonus on the next boulder, he won't. But it's hard. He would probably win.
But he would be on 3 tops, 3 attempts. No one could...
But 3 bonuses and 3. And then if he does make the bonus on the next boulder, and other people will do it. So close.
And you're absolutely right. Got carried away with myself. He doesn't flash it anyway.
No.
Might have had their work cut out. Certainly for the
Yes.
judge down the front. That's a really hard decision to make live in real time. Anyway,
For sure.
Janja Garnbret spares them any further dilemmas at this stage by doing it semi-statically
Oh,
and doing it first time.
so easy.
It's really the only word you can use when you watch that. She makes it look easy.
Yeah.
Flexible enough to get the hip up, the heel hook, sorry.
There.
If the
Or falling?
or falling, yeah.
Gravity, really?
Pervious to gravity is a good trait to have as a climber.
Very. And yep, as I suspected, also made that jump move look really easy. Janja's been amazing on the jumps so far on the circuit this year, flashing jumps that took other climbers, 5, 10 attempts.
And again, climbs quickly, not messing about. She's probably well aware that anything other than a flash puts her at an immediate disadvantage in this final. No worries for the attempt on the boulder. Janja Garnbret out. What a statement this would be. Flash the first boulder, but the second boulder, second go. Surely not, surely not. And that's
Amazing.
A flash for Janja Garnbret. There are your scores. Needs a top at the very least to win. Needs to do it in less than 5 attempts. Looking very solid. If she tops it this go, the maths is over. I have to say, not even any sign of effort on her face.
No.
Very smooth. These are moves that stop world-class climbers. The world champion was finding these moves hard.
Janja's just
Cruising through.
Yeah.
It's the only word for it. That's a top. Second, only behind a very in-form Akio Noguchi. Janja sadly won't be doing the full bouldering season because she's got school commitments. So enjoy seeing her while you can.
Janja opts to go for the right hand as well. Same method as Shauna, but slightly different foot sequence. Now she's loading up for this next move.
And again, the timing perfect. That toe hook on the right, she just got the timing absolutely spot on. Looks super solid.
Slightly struggling with the lower left hand on that hold. Doesn't seem completely comfortable with it. Managed to drill the thumb into the hold.
Janja Garnbret, first boulder, should bring it home, does bring it home. World Cup in 2017, reigning lead world champion, World Cup champion 2 years running, and multiple Boulder World Cup winner as well. 3 Boulder World Cups she won in 2017, as well as 6 lead. And no problems with the 1-2-3 move.
Yep, nearly fumbled the left hand zone hold, but like you say, no problems really.
Creeping up now, looking very controlled. No issues so far. Can't get much closer to the action than that. Janja looking in complete control. Oh, that's probably the smoothest descent we've seen. She
Can get onto the podium.
Yeah, well, she's got a record to defend, 23 podiums out of 26 World Cups or World Championships up to now in her IFSC career. Beautifully done from Janja Garnbret. Powering out left. Pretty casual looking, no problems at this stage. These are the kind of moves she eats up. Now it's out right. One hand. Two hands, job done.
And she did better than all the other categories on the final routes, all the youth A and juniors, and I was shocked, and now we can see it wasn't a coincidence.
Yeah, where did that strong Slovenian girl end up that I saw in the youth B? Oh, here she is.
Yeah.
So it really needs this first time. It's funny how the situation changes. Shauna Cox got it fourth go, and suddenly by the time Janja comes out, you need it first time, and that
was
tight.
hard.
And again, didn't use the Garnbret in this position so many times where it's, if she can do it, she'll win.
Yeah, she's smiling. Let's see what she can do.
Well, she normally delivers. That's why. And she knows that. So needs this.
No.
Gets
that's a good
the jump.
start for her.
The crowd know what's involved here.
Yeah.
My heart rate's up, let alone the Slovenian team, let alone the Japanese team. Miho Nanaka wants to make it 2 World Cup wins in a row. Janja Garnbret wants to win a Boulder World Cup this year.
And this crimp is really bad, you can see it there.
Janja Garnbret lining it up, she does it!
And that's the gold medal.
Janja Garnbret always does it.
She's very good.
Well, you and I have both been lucky enough to not only watch on the live stream, but see close up, firsthand, most of the top climbers in the world. And Janja, who gets that jump done first time, is possibly the best all-round climber I've ever seen.
Yep, I'd agree with that, Charlie. She's just dominant, utterly dominant.
For pure longevity and ability, Akiho maybe shades it if we're just talking about bouldering, but as an all-round climber, Janja, who's just flashed Boulder 1.
By the way, we were talking to her earlier after the semi-final. She just got a bit of a niggle going on there, injury-wise. Nothing too serious, just a bit of tape to prevent further injury. Again, static like Miho.
So heading out to the right now, Janja, these moves looking increasingly familiar as we see climber after climber do them. No problem up to the zone, no problem up to the penultimate hold. Janja Garnbret now getting herself in position, and no problem for the top. The years haven't been especially kind, but I'm not quite that old. Janja, look at this, psyching up the crowd.
Nearly popped off there.
She said, Janja, that she might have a little tweak in her shoulder. It's clearly not affecting her too much. Are we about to see another flash of this boulder? Saw Miho Nanaka flash it. Janja now, out left to the second volume. Let's have a... I thought we were going to see a replay. No, good, we're going to stick with the live action. No problem for Janja Garnbret. Title, and the first thing she does is burst into tears, smile and hug the person that took the title away from her. Incredible scenes here in Munich, and there could be about to be another one, because the familiar name of Janja Garnbret is on the stage and she's lining it up. If she can flash this boulder, she's going to win the Munich World Cup. Janja Garnbret has looked the best climber throughout this final. She might not win the overall title, but she could finish with one of the most prestigious gold medals in climbing. A win in Munich is Janja Garnbret's. She is now, which is second place temporarily. And then it'll be Akiho Noguchi out. Don't see many ties in bouldering, quite unusual. Akiho and Janja coming in tied from the semi-final. Generally they can be separated somehow.
Janja is absolutely floating through these bottom section at the moment, looking completely in control.
Oh, she's absolutely cruising this. Out to the right, just needs to really stay calm and be accurate. And if there's anything, Janja, we've just seen Fanny Gibert flash this boulder. She was up it in seconds.
Come on, Janja. Come on, people, bring some joy for the drummer. Come on. Nice. Yeah, we can see it's a really hard move to the left. Come on, Janja. Nice.
Drops that left. Once the climbers have got into this position, it looks like the next few moves have been okay.
Yeah.
It's relatively positive, that big edge. Just creep the foot up, take the zone like that, rock onto the right foot.
Come on, Janja.
And then hopefully the left foot can join it.
Come on, Janja.
She doesn't look too confident to get the left foot up.
I think she. Wow, nice.
Goes without the left foot and between the boulders.
Yeah.
Focused. Or
Yeah, she's relaxed. I think also she said that she climbs the best when she's relaxed, so we can see she's really enjoying every round, and yeah.
She's absolutely
And
cruising
she's
this boulder so far.
easily going to the top.
So will she bother with the foot swap? She doesn't.
Nice.
So
Okay.
it's here's Janja. Pretty untroubled so far.
Yeah, and she's really good at coordination moves, so I think this won't be a problem.
That was the closest we've seen to anyone falling but not falling.
Yeah.
That's becoming a bit of a signature move, the Janja, where the leg flicks around.
Yeah, that's true.
But that was even by her standards pretty spectacular. You wouldn't have thought she'd have any trouble from here. She just bumped the right hand up.
Come on,
and just
Janja.
shuffles it up.
Come on. You just need to be patient here, not to.
Yeah, you don't want to rush.
Yeah, not to rush. Nice.
That's how you do it. You'd imagine
Flash it,
she will,
but-
but it's not a guaranteed move.
Nope.
You've got to get the coordination right. Will she use the Fanny Gilbert method, or will she use the 1, 2, 3? She uses the 1, 2 method. So that's the third different method we've seen.
Yeah.
And Janja lining it up now.
Come
Just
on,
needs to
Janja.
get her right hand on top of that black volume and then leave her onto it.
Come on, Janja.
Being made to work for it.
Super.
She can see the top. If Janja Garnbret latches it, it's
Come
a
on,
second
Janja.
win in the space of a week for her.
Come on, Janja.
Janja Garnbret, there she goes. Sector to flash it.
I think we could say that.
She is a phenomenon, and when a boulder's been flashed by 3 of the other climbers, you do really expect Janja to do it. It is now at that stage with her, untroubled by the early moves. First of 3 pretty poor holes for the right hand. You got that one, then the side pull, then the tiny crimp. Getting a good look at close-up at exactly what these climbers are hanging on to. Janja is not still in the warm-up wall. She is actually in a World Cup fight. Kind of, how do we describe this boulder? Slightly funky.
Yeah, it does. It seems like it's testing a lot of different shoulder positionings, from the press at the start to the press and crossover from the zone. It's definitely, you got to have strong shoulders in order to be able to get through these moves.
So you can see she's a little bit further away. She's not short by any means, but she's shorter than Katrin. She's a little bit further away from that volume that is home to the zone. What's she got in mind here? The right foot method, I would imagine, is harder. I think Janja's really aware of attempts here as well.
She'd have to be. She must know that she and Akio have the same amount of tops, and that
very similar method to Akio, just bringing that left leg down. That was nice.
and that looked annoyingly easy for sure.
As did the jump. This will be a flash for Janja. If she can find a way of pressing underneath that ball, she can. More than enough strength of the
and hard, so that suits her style really well.
Hard is Janja's style.
And there's no moves that are really low percentage, so sometimes that just forces a couple falls, but this one is just hard.
Foot slips from Janja. What will she do? Chooses to put the right toe up, and now we'll head up to the zone with the right hand followed by the left. So this is a move that stopped everyone apart from Akio Noguchi. Janja straight through it.
You can see her pinching the upper left side of that banana hold.
Okay, she's into the penultimate hold. The top beckons. Janja Garnbret, boulder 2, flash for... Yes, and that was a flash.
So far she has 2 tops in 3 tries. She did take 2 tries on the first climb.
She's got to get herself round that first long volume. Chooses to match this hold.
Easily holding that swing over.
Bumps up again. Zone would appear to be beckoning. Yeah, thought about the undercling. Might swap to the undercling after going to the zone, maybe. Matches the second of the volumes. Straight up to the crimp on the zone, and then leans out right for the right hand of those volumes. If she can get her feet sorted, you would expect Janja to bring it home.
Just
there it is.
In for the first second go, actually. So.
Yeah, you're right. That's your first or second go.
And she easily does that first dyno, using the same method as Miho. And
she's got the zone. Janja Garnbret's got the top. She's stopped her in 2 World Cups. She didn't flash them all, but she did every boulder in every round in China. There was only 2 she failed on in Moscow and 1 in Meiringen. So coming into this final, she's attempted 61 boulders across the World Cups so far in 2019. 61, and she has got to the top of 58 of them. As I say, no failure, no boulder she couldn't do in any of the last World Cups so far, and that's carried on here in Munich. Will it carry on in the final? Well, she's off to a good start. There's the zone. Janja lining it up. Oh, yeah, it wasn't in doubt, was it? Boulder. Straight up to the zone from Janja. Even before she'd stopped swinging, she was looking for what was next. Thought about going up with the left. Now she's read it right. At least to lead with the right hand. Could this be another flash in another final from Janja Garnbret? Of course it for. She's won all 4 World Cups in 2019. The last time she took part in an IFSC World Cup or World Championships in bouldering and didn't win it was Meiringen in 2018. She really is pushing this winning streak to extraordinary levels, and she needs a top here, and she needs it in 4 attempts. Didn't really find the easiest way of doing that move. Pops straight up with the left hand. Remember, a top will do it for Janja Garnbret. She's got 4 attempts. Time-wise, energy-wise, she just won't have the opportunity for 4 attempts. So realistically, I think we can say if she tops it at all within the constraints of 4 minutes, it will be enough. She's on to the cheese blocks. It's such a familiar situation seeing Janja Garnbret coming out last with the opportunity to win. Heads up. Now the next move will take her to the second to last hold. Janja Garnbret, she's never competed in Munich and not win. Can Janja Garnbret win in Munich again? Janja Garnbret always wins. If she can top this boulder, which Akio Noguchi has just topped, she will win the Vail World Cup. She will complete the clean sweep. She will have won all 6 World Cups in 2019. Attempt number 1 underway for Janja. Up to the pocket. If she is having trouble with that left shoulder, she may get found out now. No problem crossing through. And she goes for the Akio method of getting the foot high, the right foot. Janja Garnbret slapping out with the right hand and the left. Janja Garnbret's heading for the top in Vail. She's heading for the history.
The young girls, I can say, because they still are, and guys, and like giving them advice when they need it, because they appreciate it as well. And I know what it feels like to be that young and just entering the circuit.
Well, Janja Garnbret is on stage, and she was a young prodigy in herself, and she is having an unbelievable competition here in Meiringen. Flashing almost everything. What can she do with this boulder? Janja, one of the favourites to win here tonight. Has she recovered? Will she be in competition form after this long break as she makes the pinch? Left hand.
She didn't have much to recover from, so...
That's true, she flashed literally everything pretty much.
She's in a very big advantage with her recovery now. It makes a huge difference. And this is the top.
She opens her account as Janja Garnbret. What can she do? She needs to keep the pressure on. Ah, just makes that look so easy.
I'm out of words for this, seriously.
Janja pressing up through the volumes into that little crimp. Immediately looks to get that right foot up. You can see eyes laser locked on that yellow hold. She's going to go for the Vita style jump. With the right hand, the Janja flick.
And that extra try-hard ability from those rounds that break you down a bit more. So it's a good life skill to have if you want to stay around on this circuit the way she has.
Yeah, and even for you, you know, in the gym at home when you're getting frustrated by a boulder and you want to walk away and maybe you just want to try it next time, go back and give it one more shot. You know, put a little bit of that try hard that Miho just showed us and see how much that'll improve your climbing. Just a little finger flex to make sure that everything is in optimal position.
A little more wind to the fingers before she sets up for this last move. Reading this boulder nicely, going into it very dynamically.
Just wait and see what Janja can do here.
I'm interested to see specifically what her approach is to that dynamic move in the middle. It also looks like she kind of forgot about that arete there for a second, but a nice quick fix right there. But I could see, I almost could see her doing more of what Miho just did with that palm press, but perhaps she'll just jump right to the zone hold, but we'll have to see. We're about to see. Straight to the zone hold, perfectly executed. Gonna take a second and compose herself.
Yeah, in control. You are gonna see Janja Garnbret looking great on this last boulder.
This final. Janja Garnbret, known for extraordinary abilities on the bouldering wall, as she immediately gets stuck into this route. How will she do it? Feet first. Look at that power, one-arming it, Chloe.
Yeah. It jugs for her.
Janja
Idea.
slapping up, just holding it with 3 fingers there, bumping the left. Making fairly quick work of that middle session. Will it be a flash for Janja? She needs the match on the top to make sure she does. Just watching it, I always get this. It's so exciting to see it, and I sort of have sympathy for the athletes out there on the floor. Janja Garnbret pulls on, just takes a moment to have a little look.
Is she going to the red directly?
She's certainly thinking about it, I think.
Yeah, I think she's thinking about it. We'll see.
Just getting the right momentum built up here. Big flick back with the left.
So here we could see that she changed maybe the decision, like she read it in some way and then she changed because she's a bit crazy in her way to climb. Like she takes a lot of risk, and in this kind of boulder she needs to be composed.
That's a great way of describing it, actually. Yeah, she's someone who loves the risk. It's what makes her exciting to watch, but she's going to have to try this in a non-risky way.
Here she looks very calm, so I think. And she has a very hard slabs to train in the training facilities, because I went to Slovenia recently, and the slabs they train on are very hard. Ooh.
And yeah, sticking this, but now she's got to slow herself down. We know this is not a speedy move. You have to take your time to get balanced.
You can see that she knows the movement because she makes plays with her hands. Like she knows that she needs to heel. Come on.
You can see it up with the heel, needs to lock that into position, which she does. Easy. And the match, she's in the